Welcome guys back to another Food Farrell A&L where we cook, we eat, we travel, and anything we see, you see. Today I'm gonna make my special. It's called Llanada Casero. This is called home filling in English. It's just something I make whenever I feel down or I feel droopy. It's a cold or a rainy day. So let's get into it. So first off, you can see we have our flour here. We have some curry inside, just curry powder. We're just gonna mix that in. We have a little salt. We're just gonna stir that in till it gets to that color. Over here we have some cheese, so we're just gonna put that aside. We have some celery salt. We have some garlic powder. We have some cumin, and we have some cinnamon powder. Get that flavor. So we're just gonna mix that in again. Get that all circulated. Sometimes it sticks to the bottom, so you just want to scrape it a bit. Once we get that in, I can still see some needs to be mixed. Now that we got that all mixed in, I'm gonna put like 2 spoons of baking powder inside. Maybe 2.5 or 2 and a little bit. We're gonna mix that in also. You can see that color coming in. Oh yeah, nicely. Add some more water. It's coming out quite well. Here we have the dough. It's quite ready. You can see how yellow it is. Nice. You just want to get it like that. You want to have it nice and squishy, but not sticky. Here I'm trying to roll, but every time I do that, it's moving. So here's a trick. Get your tablecloth and put it underneath. Now try that again. This one moves a little bit because this is silky, but as you can see, it gets it more grip. Right? Look at that, getting it to a nice flow. Don't forget to like the video. That's how I get my inspiration. That's how we get our inspiration. And that's how our video gets more ratings. Rub that out. Just look at that dough. Look at that dough. That's how you'd make patties too. So here you can see we have it flattened out. We're just gonna dice it up. Just gonna do it in squares. My knife isn't long enough to do one stroke, so I'll have to do multiple slices. So while I have that ready, I'm just gonna get my garlic, my onions, my green onions, all of those ready. I have to dice them up into fine pieces. Again, if you're watching the channel, please leave a like, please share. Food Farrell A&L. Just gonna dice those off the top. Just cleaning up my stuff. I'm gonna grab the onion, slice that part off first. And I'm just gonna make a little line, and then I'm gonna, that little line I made, it should just break off when I get there. So nice and beautiful. Now I'm just gonna wash all of that. So you can see we have that all diced up fine. So now we're gonna get to the frying part. We're going to mix that in together. I'm going to start separating these. Put them in a separate pan, because I will need the board. So now I'm going to flatten one end. You do need to sprinkle a little flour to keep it from not moving. And there you go, it stopped moving. So we're gonna get another, we're gonna do the same thing. Don't forget your flour. So once we get them flat like that, we're gonna add a little green seasoning just before we get to that part. This is our homemade green seasonings from thyme, all of those good stuff. Thyme, scallion, onions. And we're gonna add our eggs. And definitely we're gonna stir that in, or whisk it in. That looks lovely. So now that that's ready, now we're gonna add some breadcrumbs just to dampen it a little bit. You're gonna stir that in. I want to make sure it's not too runny. Now that we have the mixture ready, we're just gonna grab a spoon. And oh yes, we do have our oven hot already and waiting. Not our oven, I mean our frying pan. So we're just gonna scoop a bit of this. Not gonna take too much. Just a little dab like that. We're gonna place this on top. You're gonna go ahead and get you another fork. And you're just gonna press these ends together. Might want to flip it on the other side and repeat the action. So we're trying to lock it in. First one made. So for my second one, I'm gonna add some poppy seeds and some sesame seeds. Add a little flour. Make sure it don't stick. Then we're gonna roll it into it like that. Looks really good. Flip it on the other side. Do the same thing. So we have one side with sesame seeds and poppy seeds. And again, we repeat the same order. We get our stuff in, put it in the center. We get the other one, we put it on top. Now we're gonna do our fork action again. And I'm just gonna flip it on the other side. Repeat that action. And there we go. Alright, so now we're gonna do an oil test. Here I have just a piece of dough. So my stove is not ready yet. We'll be back in a sec. So we can clearly see that this is ready. So we're gonna start putting them in. This one first. Look at that nice golden color already. Don't you just want to eat that? Oh, look how nice and golden these are.
That looks really good.